The stage is set and all eyes are on Africa. Tonight, we honor the voices that have redefined storytelling across our continent. The creators who have inspired, led, and sparked movement through their powerful narratives. This is the African Podcast and Voice Awards 2024. Thousands of African voices have risen in support, reaching the pinnacle of audio excellence. Are you ready to meet this year's champions? With the theme King of the Game, we celebrate the hard work, sleepless nights, endless edits, and the bold courage to tell stories that matter. We honor the resilience, creativity, and leadership of Africa's finest. From podcasters to voice artists and spoken word creators, tonight we recognize those on a relentless voyage to mastery. The road to this moment has been extraordinary, and tonight we crown the kings and queens who will shape the future of African audio creativity. Welcome to the APVA Awards 2024. Let the celebration begin.
Welcome to APVA 2024. My name is Zambia, and I'm honored to be the face of the awards this year. It's a true validation of the work that this voice has been put through over the years. But first, I just want to begin by congratulating all the nominees of this year's awards. This is a validation and a celebration of your hard work, of your resilience, and your commitment to your craft. Also, I want to congratulate all of us for building this African audio community together. We are looking into a future of more possibilities, a future of more solutions. And aren't we lucky that our tool of trade is actually one of the most powerful vehicles to transport us into this future. We're living in a very exciting time where the power of the voice is bigger than impunity, and we cannot afford to have it silenced. Neither can we be reckless with it. Each voice is unique, and so is each of our nominees. And I cannot wait for us to crown the key of the game. But first, let's have a roll call of all the countries that are hosting watch parties as we speak. Let's start off with Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Cameroon, Malawi, and Zambia. Welcome to APVA 2024.
The APVA Awards 2024 is proudly sponsored by AfriPods, Africa's #1 podcast hosting and monetizing platform.
Hey everyone, my name is Molly Jensen and I'm the CEO of AfriPods. AfriPods is a free Pan-African podcast hosting and distribution platform based in Nairobi, Kenya, serving the continent as well as the global diaspora. As AfriPods is this year's headline sponsor for the 2024 APVA Awards, I am honored to have the chance to address this year's nominees and our soon-to-be winners. In my eyes, each one of you is an African leader. You guys are leaning into the most powerful tool I believe you have by leveraging your voice to take up space and to show your creativity. This award season has been incredibly exciting. We've had tens of thousands of votes across multiple pieces of content in multiple categories and ultimately with reach across many countries. You guys should be so proud of the work that you've done, and I can tell you that I am personally proud of each one of you. With this industry continuing to grow and with the power of audio, voice, and storytelling, I could not be more honest when I tell you guys there is no limit for the impact that your work can have here. Each piece of content is valuable. For those who are just joining the industry, lean into the power of the community. Look into the resources that APVA has, whether it's talking to people, asking questions, getting support. These are tools that you need. For those who have been in the game for a minute, thank you for setting the pace. Thank you for inspiring new people to join this industry every day. There are so many people who are tirelessly working in this creative economy, whether it's in the front as a creative or in the back as a techie, as someone who's building infrastructure or someone who's building community that makes this audio industry so special. I am so privileged to know what it's like to be on this side and to walk alongside you all as you take up space. With AfroPods, we believe that all African creatives should take up as much space as possible and ultimately be valued and be able to make money off of their content. Congratulations to this year's nominees. Congratulations to this year's winners. And I hope that you guys each continue to grow in audio and take up as much space as you possibly can. Your voice is valuable and your voice is needed. Congratulations.
Lifetime Achievement Award. It is our honor to present the APVA Legacy Award of the Lifetime Achievement Award to a true legend, a pioneer, and a master of their craft. Tonight, we celebrate dedication, passion, and excellence. Please join us as we recognize Maurice Otieno. Maurice Otieno is the driving force behind Baraza Media Lab, where African media innovators thrive. A master connector and community builder, he brings together bold thinkers, creatives, and investors to shape the future of media and entrepreneurship with a track record of launching game-changing initiatives.
Technology and innovation. And now, for the technology and innovation category. This award honors podcasts that shape the future. And the nominees are the Open Africa podcast by Furo, Nusa, and Laulu, Nigeria. Mtambo podcast by Duke Mtambo, Kenya. Z Alpha with Dean Makubre, South Africa. Power Talks by Ronald Suna. And the winner is Mtambo podcast by Duke Mtambo. Kudos to Duke Mtambo. Your podcast has demystified tech, making it accessible and fascinating for us all.
Hello everyone, it's Duke Mtambo here, your favorite host from the Mtambo Podcast. I'm thrilled to be nominated for the African Podcast and Voice Award, the Kings of the Game in the Technology and Innovation Podcast category. Huge thanks to the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists for this honor. This award reflects my commitment to bringing you a deep conversation about technology. A big shout out to my listeners, amazing guests, and podcasting community. You all rock. Congratulations to my fellow nominees. You inspire me, and I'm proud to stand alongside you. Once again, thank you so much to the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists for this big win and recognition. This award truly means the world to me. Stay tuned, stay curious, and stay inspired. This is Duke Mtambo, and remember to do good always.
Best Documentary Performance. The voice is knowledge, guiding us through the story. Our Best Documentary Performance Award honors the art of informative narration, and the nominees are Edward Nyanaro, Kenya; Mohammed Abdulrahman, Egypt; Moses Mwankisha Mwaruna, Kenya. Illuminating the path of knowledge. And the winner of the APVA Best Documentary Performance 2024 is Moses Mwankisha Mwaruna. Your voice guides us through the journey of discovery.
Hi everyone, I'm Jonathan Vonker from the South African Podcasters Guild. I just want to add my congratulations to all the entrants, all the finalists, and all the winners at the APVA Awards. Great job, keep podcasting.
Best Animation. Breathing life into characters, one voice at a time. Our Best Animation Award celebrates the art of vocal expression. And the nominees are Nice Githinji, Kenya; Stephanie Ubeye, Nigeria; Sarah Johnson, Nigeria. And the winner is Nice Githinji, Kenya. The voice that brought wonder to our eyes. Nice Githinji wins. Your talent is the spark that ignites imagination.
Spoken word video. Visualizing the power of words, one frame at a time. Our Best Spoken Word Video Award honors the fusion of voice and vision. And the nominees are David Odiase, Nigeria; Moyosola Olowokure, Nigeria; Teliabong Boris Alemge, Cameroon; Ruth Mahogany, Nigeria. And the winner of the APVA Spoken Word Video 2024 is Ruth Mahogany. Congratulations! Your video brings spoken word to life in a whole new way.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth Mahogany. I am a multi-talented artist, a poet, a singer, a music producer, and a creative director. I am super grateful and honored to be the winner of the Best Spoken Word Video category of the African Podcast and Voice Artist Awards 2024. First, I create to self-express, to stretch myself to the best version and most authentic version of myself. And it's an honor to inspire people while doing this. So shout out to everyone that voted for me. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to the nominees too. I mean, I believe that this award is not just mine, but it's an award for everybody out there working hard and creating slow and steady. Just keep working and the recognitions will come. Thank you very much once again, and I am honored to be the winner. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to this discussion session right here at the APVA Awards. We call it the APVA Awards. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day for us to talk to one of our judges in this judges special interview. We've got a lot of judges across board, but today we're speaking to one of our judges on the podcast side of things. He's been a judge before with the APVA Awards last year. Is coming all the way from South Africa to do the same this year, is a former radio host with over 16 years experience on radio, and you could say over 10,000 hours behind the microphone. And it's a pleasure to have one of the top podcasters and former radio host, also a podcast coach, as our judge on the APVA Awards 2024. I'm talking about no other person than Sean Lutz. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Tolalupa, how are you? It's good to see you again. Thanks for having me back.
I'm fine. Good to see you too. And it's a pleasure to have you back on the award. Okay. How is South Africa today, by the way? I must just ask.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm based in Cape Town, and winter has been relentless. It's been cold and wet. But we're not going to complain. We're going to move straight along and look forward to sunny summer days. But otherwise, we're very, very well. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm doing very fine. The weather is okay right here in Nigeria.
Good.
And now let's talk about your experience as a judge. Like, I'm not a judge, but you are. And we're like, what do they do behind the scene? How does this happen? How does this work? So can you just share with us a few insights as to what your role, takes?
Sure. Well, I drink a lot of coffee, and I make sure I have really good, comfortable headphones. And I make sure that I'm in a good headspace. From a judging perspective, you've just nailed it, as you said there, Tolalupe. Like the quality of audio content that's been coming through, and I've been fortunate to judge the 2023 awards and then to be a part of 2024, and I can already see there's such a big jump in the quality of just in the audio quality. Let's not worry about the content quality just yet, but just in terms of the audio quality, the entrants have been paying closer attention to what they're doing with the equipment that they have. And you've got a nice microphone there. I've got a nice microphone here. Not everybody has access to the same standard, the same quality of equipment, but we can all learn how best to use what we have. One of the great things, one of the things that I really like about podcasting is that it is open to so many people. You have a voice, you find a recording device, and you can get your story shared. Now, making sure that you have good practices in getting the best audio quality from the device you have is paramount to ensuring that people are going to continue listening to the story that you want to tell. And just over the last 2 years, the quality of the audio has vastly improved, which is music to my ears, right? If I'm listening to hundreds of entries, it makes the process that much easier when, I'm not working hard to have to strain my ears to listen. So yes, there's definitely coffee involved. There's definitely a good set of headphones involved. And I am thrilled to say that the audio quality is really, the standard has raised. And I know that's gonna push everybody else to improve every other aspect of their podcasting, the craft that they apply to their podcasting.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jean-Louis. Well, this is it for this session of the APVA Awards. My name is Tolu Lokpe-Kolade. They call me T-Code. I'm a podcaster myself, a voiceover artist, and a voiceover coach. We'll see on the other side. Health and Wellness. Pathways to Wellness. Our Health and Wellness Award recognizes podcasts that promote healthy living of the body and the mind. And the nominees are Power of Sleep with Rest Tonic by Dr. Alison Bentley, South Africa. Heal Your Mind with Tracy Lee Kotzen, South Africa. Being You with Lisa Raleigh and Stafford Marcier, South Africa. MedX Tech Africa Podcast by Samuel Oti, Kenya. And the winner of the APVA Health and Wellness Podcast category 2024 is Heal Your Mind with Tracy Lee Kotzen. Huge congratulations to Heal Your Mind with Tracy Lee Kotzen. Your podcast has empowered us to take control of our health and live better.
Hello, I'm Tracy Lee Kotzen, the host of Heal Your Mind, and this is the behind the scenes team.
I'm Hazel Lamponya. I'm the executive producer.
Hello, my name is Tawanda Msakwa, and I'm the assistant producer.
We would like to thank the APVA for the nomination and the award. We're excited and grateful.
This podcast, Heal Your Mind, was created to destigmatize, demystify, and prioritize mental health and wellness, not only in South Africa, but across the continent.
Thank you for the nomination. Thank you to the Mental Wellness Initiative team. Thank you, Solid Gold Studios. Thank you for our voters. And thank you to all our listeners.
Another production from Solid Gold Podcasts.
The next category is Spirituality Podcast. Exploring the mysteries of life, our Spirituality Podcast Award honors shows that nourish our souls. And the nominees are Worship Gear Podcast by Diego Domingo, South Africa. You Can Rest Here by Mazino Malaka, Nigeria. Teens Talk with Nifemi by Awobajo Oluwanifemi Ayomide, Nigeria. The Self-Propelled Flower Podcast by Tapiwa Simukwai, Zambia. The Chai Lounge with Safira Kaka, South Africa. And the winner is The Chai Lounge with Safira Kaka. Cheers to Safira Kaka. Your podcast has provided guidance and comfort, helping us all connect with something greater.
Good evening and peace be upon you all. I am honored, humbled, and so grateful to receive this award for the Chai Lounge podcast. I want to express my gratitude to the APVA for recognition of our work in the podcasting space. And this podcast would not be possible without the entire team at Solid Gold Studios, my family and their relentless support of my goals, and a huge thank you to my loyal listeners. I love and appreciate you all, and thank you for following me through this next chapter in my career. Shukran for this beautiful honor. As a Muslim woman, I can't wait to keep sharing stories relevant to my culture and community with the rest of the continent and the rest of the world. You are all certainly going to see and hear more from me. Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart.
Children's Podcast, Imagination and Wonder for Young Minds. Our Children's Podcast Award celebrates shows that educate and entertain. And the nominees are Represented Podcast, Storybooks for African Kids by Tonye Falogi and Ugo Ekezie, Nigeria. Kabrazin by Kabrazin Consortium, Kenya. Solid Gold Storytime by Lynn Joffe, South Africa. Z Alpha with Dean Macobre, South Africa. And the winner of the APVA Children's Podcast category 2024 is Solid Gold Storytime by Lynn Joffe. Congratulations to Solid Gold Storytime. Your podcast has brought joy and learning to children everywhere, inspiring a love of storytelling.
Hello everyone, I'm Lynn Joffe, aka Auntie Lala, and I'm the writer, composer, narrator and producer for a brand new podcast series, Solid Gold Storytime. I'm absolutely thrilled to be announced as the winner in the children's category for this year's African Podcast and Voice Awards. I really appreciate the acknowledgement our podcast has received in such a short space of time. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just a jump to the left and a pivot to the fastest growing entertainment platform in the world. Children's stories with a purpose have poured out of me for many years. I've created them for sheer kiddie pleasure, as well as for blue-chip brands who want to connect emotionally with their audience. Our episodes comprise story songs, episodic narratives, animal tales, nursery rhymes, and insights into the wonderful world of storytelling for very young children. Thanks to Adam Howard for the stories we've written and produced together, and to my other half, Herlo, for the studio recordings and edits, and to the team at Solid Gold Podcasts for bringing me so generously into their ambit. I hope this is just the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship with the heard word in podcast form. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. Thank you.
Honoring creativity, resilience, and leadership, you're watching the African Podcast and Voice Awards.
Hello, I'm James Cridland, the editor of podnews.net, the free daily newsletter about podcasting. Well, from here in Australia, I'd like to wish all of you my congratulations. I've visited South Africa and Ghana many times and have good friends in Kenya and South Sudan, and I know how important the audio industry is across Africa, whether it's radio or whether it's podcasts. So if you're celebrating today, have a great time and keep listening.
Welcome, everybody. So we are having a discussion today, and we are talking about adapting to the changing media landscapes in Africa. The media landscape in Africa is undergoing a significant transformation driven by technological advancements, shifting consumer behaviors, and evolving business model. So in this session, we will explore the impact of digitalization on traditional voice, new opportunities for growth, and strategies for success in this evolving landscape. I am joined by Nick Grubb, which I'll hand over to, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we jump straight into the questions.
Hi there, I'm Nick Grubb. I'm the Chief Executive of Kagiso Media Radio, and we are one of South Africa's premier radio broadcasting businesses.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Nick, and we are happy to have you in this discussion session. So I have a few questions for you, and the first one would be, what is the most significant change that you have observed in the media landscape recently?
Well, I mean, as you introduced so eloquently, there's a lot of change in the industry at large on a global and continental and country level. The most significant of that really is the fragmentation of options available to advertisers. You know, media has traditionally been and is still predominantly funded from advertiser revenues. And as much as there has been still a lot of audience participation in even traditional media formats and really aren't so worried about audiences losing attention on traditional media, certainly there's a lot more opportunities for advertisers to reach those audiences via other channels and a myriad of those channels. So what we're seeing is a huge fragmentation of the revenue cake, if you like, a whole lot of slices, and that makes media sustainability challenging.
100%. I agree with you. And how has your organization adapted to changing consumer habits in this whole evolving landscape?
I think it's around doing two things at the same time. The one is around making sure that we keep the main business. I think it is very tempting in a period of immense change to run after every new fad and opportunity and think that will be a golden goose that's going to create new amazing revenue streams. What takes time is for listener habits to change and audience habits to change. And so as much as there's lots of technological change on the front end, habits take a while to change on the other. So, we can adopt very quickly to a new technological trend, but it will take time before audiences fully embrace that. And then advertisers then have to follow after that. So I think, the first rule is around making sure that the business you're in, whether it's television or radio or, whatever traditional media you're involved in, make sure that you're as good as, you keep refining the product and your audience engagement and keep focusing on what has made you great in the first place. That's not to say that one shouldn't be alive to these new trends. And of course, there's a level of experimentation that you need to do at the same time to make sure that you are, learning the lessons that you need in order to prepare for meaningful business ventures that are going to take advantage of these new trends that are going to happen adjacent to your current businesses. But to take your eye off the ball and chase every squirrel that you see running along, as no matter how attractive it may seem, could lead to audience erosion in your main business, which is where your core of your revenue sits. So it's a question of doing both simultaneously.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nick, for joining us today in this discussion session. We were just exploring the changes in the media landscape in Africa and discussing the strategies of adaptation and innovation. And you have contributed by a bigger chance. So thank you for that. I think the last one would just be for you. If you want people to engage with you or to further communicate, where can they find you? How can they connect?
Thanks, Gina. It's been great to chat and an honor to be part of this event again. We are, our brands are jacarandafm.com. If you want to locate us digitally, and that's our station in Gauteng in the northern parts of South Africa, and East Coast Radio at ecr.co.za is the brand down in KZN, and you'll get links there to all of our podcasts and all of our digital content. And I'm always keen to engage, and my email is nickg@kagisomedia.co.za.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Leadership Impact Award. Exceptional leaders inspire, motivate, and uplift. Tonight, we recognize the individual who has demonstrated remarkable leadership, achieved outstanding results, and made a significant difference. The APVA Legacy Award for Leadership Impact goes to Adele Onyango. Adele Onyango, celebrated Kenyan media personality, helms Legally Clueless Africa and the Adele Onyango Initiative. Her tireless advocacy for African women and youth has earned international honors, including Facebook's Icon of Change 2019, Africa Youth Awards 100 Most Influential Young Africans 2019, the BBC's 100 Inspirational Women 2017. Adele's impact resonates globally. Personal self-development, transforming lives through personal growth and self-awareness. The Personal Self-Development Award nominees are the Mo Sibyl Podcast by Mo Sibyl, Nigeria, USA. Mama Tales Podcast by Sally Kuria, Kenya. The Interweave Podcast by Vidora by Precious Adaura, Kenya. Volatile Time by Daniel Adisa, Nigeria. The Entrepreneurs Lodge Podcast by Tosin Olumu, Nigeria. Revenge of the Forsaken Gods Podcast by Andrew Opere, Kenya. And the winner of the APVA Personal Self-Development Podcast category 2024 is Volatile Times by Daniel Adisa. Cheers to Volatile Times with Daniel for inspiring us to become our best selves. Your podcast is a powerful tool for transformation.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time of the day you are watching this. My name is Daniel Adisa. I am the host of the Volatile Times with Daniel podcast. And I just want to say thank you APVA for the nomination for the Personal Self-Development Podcast of the Year. I am so grateful. The podcast has been on for a while and this is actually the first nomination. Can you imagine? So thank you so very much for the nomination. Thank you to everyone who listens. Thank you to everyone who nominated. Thank you to everyone who has been voting. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much.
Best Jingle. The catchiest, most memorable jingles. They stick in our heads. Who will be crowned the champion? And the nominees are Cynthia Kimola, Kenya. Stephanie Nicholas, Nigeria. Mohammed Abdulrahman, Egypt. The jingle that stuck out in our heads and the winner of the APVA Best Jingle 2024 is Mohammed Abdulrahman. Your melody is marketing magic.
Hello everyone, this is Mohammed Abdulrahman from Egypt. Today I'm celebrating with you all not only being nominated to the APVA Awards but also being a winner of the APVA Awards 2024, King of the Game. I am deeply honored and grateful to receive such an award from APVA. This recognition means so much to me and I want to thank my family, friends and mentors. Your unwavering encouragement and guidance have been invaluable. This award is as much yours as it is mine. I'm so proud to represent Egypt and the African talents on this international prize. Thank you all for believing in me. Thank you, APVA, for celebrating the African talents. Congratulations to all of the nominees and winners.
The next category, Advocacy and Social Change. Podcasts that inspire action. Our Advocacy and Social Change Award nominees are Community, podcast by Safe Source, Uganda. Rising Above Shadows of Abuse by Grace Ova, Nigeria. Mazungumzo, African Scholarly Conversations by TCC Africa, Kenya. Alternative Convos with Charles Kojo Van Dyke, Ghana. Men in Motherland by Emmanuel Wahid, Nigeria. And the winner is Men in Motherland by Emmanuel Wahid. Congratulations to Emmanuel Wahid. Your podcast has amplified marginalized voices and driven positive change, inspiring us all to take action.
Hello Africa. My name is Emmanuel Wahid. I'm a podcaster from Nigeria and I'm the host of Men in Motherland podcasts. I'm so honored to be receiving this award because it's not an easy task to talk about men in Africa. I mean, there's a lot of controversy, a lot of limitations, restrictions regarding men in Africa. And as African men, we have to be authentic to ourselves, right? We have to be true to ourselves. We have to embrace our positivity as much as possible. And I'm so happy to be on that journey. I'm so happy to be, creating that, to create that safe environment for men and also, make men feel more inclusive and also embrace our vulnerability because we're all humans anyway. So I believe that even as men, we should be able to, embrace our vulnerability. And I'm so happy to be on the path. Thank you guys so much for, voting and for considering me and, making me the winner of this award. I love you all so much. I can't wait for you guys to listen to more episodes that I have in store. And yes, let's continue to create an environment for men. A safe one. Let's continue to have these discussions. Thank you so much. I love you all.
Best in Narration. The voice that guides us through stories and journeys. This award honors those who paint pictures with their words. Best in Narration. And the nominees are Jamaldeen Ademola Hamzat, Nigeria. Mordi Chukunonso Esther, Nigeria. Stephanie Ugbeye, Nigeria. Afoma M. Ezilkoye, Oma the Storyteller, Nigeria. And the winner is Jamaldeen Ademola Hamzat, Nigeria. The narrator who transported us, Jamaldeen Hamzat, wins. Your voice is the compass that navigates the story.
Spotlight of the Year, podcast category. Now to honor exceptional icons in the world of podcasting. A voice that has become synonymous with excellence. Our Legacy Award for the Spotlight of the Year, podcast category, honors the podcast that has achieved iconic status, inspiring countless others, and leaving an enduring impact on the industry. And the winner is Joseph and Kwame of Sincerely Accra Podcast, Ghana. Joseph Inti and Kwame Asante Ofori, co-creators of Sincerely Accra, are thriving as podcasters, spreading positivity and laughter globally. Their fast-paced podcast captures urban life in Accra, resonating with Ghanaians and international audiences through captivating stories and conversations. They're elevating moods and solidifying their mark in the podcasting world.
To the APVA, I want to say thank you so much for this award. This is the first award we've ever gotten as a podcast, and we've been doing this for 7 years. So we're truly grateful for this award. You know, being a creative is a very challenging job, but you just have to keep pushing, and that's the most important thing. Being gifted and driven is something that you should always value. But one of the things that you should always do is to bet on yourself. The more you bet on yourself, the more chances you have at getting where you need to be. So thank you so much. Sincerely Accra thanks you. I thank you. Kwame thanks you.
All right, Kwame Asante Ofori here, also known as Mr. Asante, always here for you. You just heard from Joseph Inti, who is the host and co-creator of the Sincerely Accra podcast. And I stand before you as the producer and co-creator of the Sincerely Accra podcast. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to the Almighty God. Also a big thank you to APVA for this special honorary award, the Legacy Award Spotlight Podcast. Thank you so much. 7 years in the game, and this is the first award we are receiving as a podcast. Yes, believe it or not. Also a big thank you to my family. Also a huge thank you to the sincerities in Ghana, on the continent, and across the globe. It's because of you guys holding our hand for 7 years that we are here. Joseph and I really appreciate it. Also to the other podcasters, keep striving for the best. Let's hold each other's hands and continue to push the African narrative out there. And when we do it right, we might just get the needed funds for our ecosystem. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate this. Mr. Asante, out.
Hi. My name is Kevin Masaba, Director Radio Mind Africa and creator of the School Radio and Podcast Pop-Up Studio. So I'm here to congratulate you guys for having been here, being part of the APVA's, the African Premium Voice Association that brings all the people who are participating in the digital realm of broadcast in Africa, the voicers, the podcasters, the narrators, spoken word, and everything. I want to congratulate you for being part of this event and having made it this far. And guess what? You're the winner. Thank you.
Career and entrepreneurship, success stories, insights, and inspiration. Our Career and Entrepreneurship Award honors podcasts that fuel our professional growth. And the nominees are The Sound of Accra Podcast by Adrian Daniels, Ghana. The One-Eyed Man Podcast by Mike Stopforth, South Africa. Listen to Your Footsteps by Kojo Bafo, Ghana. Becoming the Product by Naya, Nigeria. The Entrepreneurs Lodge Podcast by Tosin Olomu, Nigeria. The Curse of the Creative Podcast by Paulo, Bongani, Justin, Rafilo, and Richie, South Africa. And the winner is Becoming the Product by Naya, Nigeria. Cheers to Naya. Your podcast has provided valuable guidance and support, helping us all achieve our career goals.
Hello everyone, it's Naya, the host of the Becoming the Product podcast, and I'm super excited to share that my podcast has been nominated for an APVA Awards in the Career and Entrepreneurship podcast category. Now this nomination means the world to me. I don't know if I have enough words to explain that because I didn't think I could achieve it. But I know I couldn't have done it without all of you, my supporters, my listeners, the small community that I have built. Your encouragement and your feedback has been my extra driving force. To my fellow nominees, I say congratulations. Your creativity inspires me. And to aspiring audio creatives out there, just one thing, your voice matters. So ensure you're showing up, ensure you're telling your stories. Don't underestimate the impact that you can have. Thank you once again. Thank you for the award. Thank you for your support. And I cannot wait to continue this journey with you. Thank you.
Education, empowering knowledge and inspiring learning. The Education Podcast Award nominees are the Mazungumzo, African Scholarly Conversations Podcast by Training Center in Communication, TCC Africa, Kenya. What a Joke Podcast by Adebayo Oduwole, Nigeria. EduThink Podcast by Education Incorporated, South Africa. The Educated Africana by Tebogo Kangote, Zambia. Buki Shamos Podcast by Mosimi Alake, Nigeria. And the winner of the APVA Education Podcast category 2024 is The Educated Africana by Tebogo Kangote. Kudos to the Educated Africana. Your podcast has made learning accessible and engaging, empowering us all to grow. Introducing the African Voices Script Repository, AVSR, a comprehensive library of African scripts which seeks to support emerging artists with access to high-quality scripts for practice and skill development. Are you a voiceover artist? Join the movement. Donate a script today.
Hi everyone, welcome to another discussion section right here at the APVA Awards 2024. I hope you're enjoying the awards because the kings of the games have been revealed and we're excited about it. Okay, so here we are going to be interviewing one of our judges at this award. She is a judge at the Spokenword categories and I cannot wait to have her on board to talk about her experiences as a judge and insights she's taken so far. She's an award-winning poet and writer based in Nairobi, Kenya. She is a recording artist, a script editor, a stage manager, a costume designer, an MC, everything you can think of in the creative art space. And she calls herself a creative entrepreneur. She's the founder of Female Poets KE, and she uses her art to advocate for positive change. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about no other person than Wangui Kimani. Hi, Wangui.
Hello.
How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing amazing. Just a little baridi. Baridi is cold here in Nairobi, but generally I'm doing good.
Interesting. I see
Yeah.
it's kind of like cold across the continent lately. I was speaking with someone from South Africa the other day, says the same thing. But then we are Africans, aren't we? We can.
We
we
are.
can go through it.
So what does it mean that we're Africans? We don't feel cold, or?
We feel cold, but we have tough skins, you get. So we can go through the thick and the teens. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's get to business, right?
Okay.
You're a spoken word artist and amongst many other things that you do. And
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to have you on board as one of our judges. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
that when you heard about the APVA Awards and you've seen the things that we've been doing for the past 3 years and also being a part of the award, it gave you I'm curious to know how you thought about it, like what you felt about it and your perspective to why you think the award is essential for the spoken words industry in Africa as a
Yeah.
whole. So I'd love to hear your perspectives.
Okay, so spoken word is an art that is funny thing. I feel like spoken word has existed like from way, way back then, because I mean, spoken word is creating something that makes sense and then speaking it. Sometimes even speeches can be spoken words. It's just how you present it and how you, more of how you present it and how you perform it to the people. But then again, as an art, it has not been here for quite some time. I don't know if it's the same in Nigeria, but in Kenya, it has not, we can't say that it's been here, like music has been like for quite forever and ever. But then again, the progress that spoken word has been making is quite crazy. Like it has been growing each and every year, and the community as well has been growing. Like there's a period that we'll just see like the same people like just doing spoken word, but at the moment, like you see people emerging each and every time. Like we have different poets, which for me honestly it's so exciting. And also the fact that there were not so many females doing spoken word poetry. And I mean, women, we are the ones who talk, I don't know like how many words like in a in a day. We should dominate this scene. That's just for me. I feel like this should be more dominated by women, but that's not the case. But I mean, in future, I'm so sure that we're gonna dominate this space. Another thing about the awards is that I feel also voice artists, like you, I assume you're a voice artist, you have an amazing voice. I hope we'll tell you that. The fact that also voice artists are people that we have only just been hearing behind the scenes. They're like, nice voice, but people have not really celebrated the people who do voiceovers. They have just been maybe mentioned, they're doing an amazing job and all that, but awards, not something that I have seen. So I was quite intrigued by the fact that you are focusing on people who are using their voice. Well, musicians use their voice as well. But if you're listening to someone either doing poetry or a podcast, I think there is a possibility of you noticing the voice, because in music, then we have like a lot of tunes in there, but sometimes spoken word or a podcast, it's not so concentrated with a lot of things. A lot of things could just be the words and the voice. So either way, you have to listen to the voice or the words you choose. So yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your time, sharing your flavor and color to the conversation right here at the 2024 APVA Awards. It's been a pleasure interviewing you, Wangui, and I can't wait to see the rest of the winners as we proceed in this event. Societal Impact Award. Meet the champions of change, the catalyst for a better tomorrow. Tonight, we honor the individuals who has made a profound impact on society, driven positive change, and inspired a movement. The APVA Legacy Award for Societal Impact goes to Mayam Bukar Hassan, popularly known as Al-Hanislam, is a Nigerian creative change maker, storytelling consultant, social entrepreneur, and digital content creator who uses her voice to advocate for social change and justice.
For those who keep us informed, enlightened, and aware, our next category celebrates the best in news and current affairs. And the nominees are The Times Live in the News by Times Live Audio Team, South Africa. Podcasts from the Edge by Peter Bruce, South Africa. Just Us and the Climate Justice Coalition by Just Us and the Climate Justice Coalition, South Africa. Raw Conversations by Chromes and Fanatic, Nigeria. Investment Terms by Chukunonso Mordi, Nigeria. And the winner is Just Us and the Climate Justice Coalition by Just Us and the Climate Justice Coalition. Cheers to Just Us and the Climate Justice Coalition for delivering fact-based reporting and insightful analysis. Your podcast is a trusted source.
Hi everyone, I'm Bali Baduza, the Deputy Secretary of the Climate Justice Coalition.
And I'm Shazia Abraham, and I'm the Digital and Communication Specialist at the Coalition.
On behalf of the Coalition, we want to thank the APVA. Thank you so much for this award for the Just Us and the Climate podcast under the category of news and current affairs.
We also really want to thank all of our members and partners for giving their voice to the podcast, and importantly also for telling their experiences of how climate change affects them from the bottom up.
And thank you congratulations to the other nominees. You know, what we're trying to do with this podcast is bring climate change back down to earth. It's not only a crisis, but also an opportunity to build a better and just world. So thank you.
Arts. Creativity on display. Our Arts Award celebrates podcasts that inspire us to imagine and sparks creativity. And the nominees are the Arts Lexia podcast by Wesley Pepe, South Africa. Lemba, the Africana Author Space, South Africa. People to People podcast by Chizi Dore and Hazel Darwin Clement, Malawi. Orire by Sesi and Halima, Nigeria. The Tribe UG podcast, Uganda. And the winner of the APVA Arts Podcast category 2024 is the Tribe UG podcast. You have created a masterpiece for the ears. Congratulations.
Hey, the nomination, man. It's work. Behind the scenes, it's been a good time preparing, putting together every episode, and now that the work is recognized, it's everything to say that the efforts that are behind making every episode are appreciated by the whole continent, and we appreciate that.
African Innovation Award. From the heart of Africa, a beacon of innovation shines bright. Tonight, we celebrate the trailblazers, the game changers, and the visionaries who are shaping the future of our continent. The APVA Legacy Award for African Innovation goes to Dan Aseda, Kenya. A salute to groundbreaking brilliance.
Hi everyone, my name is Dan Aseda. I'm speaking to you live from Nairobi, coming from Semabox. It's a great pleasure to speak to you today. I'm very happy and honored to receive this award. I have to say it's nice to be seen. It's nice to know that somebody's seeing the work that we've been doing. And I'm very grateful to everybody at the AVPA that has found their time to look at the work that we've been doing and to give me this award. So thank you very much. Thank you also to the fantastic team at Semabox that's made this possible. I wouldn't have achieved anything that I've done without the team that I am very proud to lead. And finally, I'd like to say a special thank you to all the creators that have come through the doors of Semabox, the people that have trusted us with their content, trusted us with their stories, and allowed us to put a little bit of magic on the magic that they already are creating. Thank you, and I hope that you achieve all of your wildest dreams. In addition to that, and finally, I'm really, really honored to be among a list of people that are actually really doing impact work, people that are changing communities, people that are changing the narrative of African storytelling, changing the context of African storytellers. And so I just want to go down the list of the people with whom I am now associated with, fantastic giants whose shoulders I'll be standing on. I'm honored to be associated with you, Emmanuel Afemike. Congratulations. I'm also honored to be associated with you, Joseph and Kwame from Sincerely Accra. Thank you so much for the work that you do. You've opened so many doors for all of the rest of us in Africa. Darasimi Gombo Oyor, well done. You are a giant. Thank you so much for your work as well. Also, very honored to be on a list with you, Adele Onyango, ever fresh, ever radiant, mostly inspiring. Thank you so much for your words. Thank you so much for your intention. And thank you so much for moving this ecosystem so far forward. Mariam Hassan Bukar, thank you so much for the work that you have done in making all the stories and all the people that are around you better. Thank you so much. And finally, I am very, very honored to be on a list with the one and only Maurice Otieno of Baraza Media Lab. Congratulations. You deserve all the good things that come to you. Thank you for opening the doors for me. Thank you for opening the doors for Semabox. We are because you are. And so for everyone who's watching this and everyone who's been receiving an award today and everyone who participated in this from all over Africa, I'm greatly honored to be associated with you. Here's to you and here's to me and to everything that we can be. Thank you.
Hello to the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists. My name is Amanda Capito, and I am the CEO and founder of Lead Podcasting. This is a company based in Toronto, Canada, that is sending well wishes your way. We specialize in creating podcasts for thought leaders and enterprise organizations to help them build their leadership profile. I am also the author of the book, Let's Talk Podcasting, The Essential Guide to Doing It Right. And boy, am I a lover of all audio storytelling, and I am sure you are too. So thank you so much for coming together for these award ceremonies. I think it's so important to celebrate the great work that we're all doing and the way that we're pushing this industry forward. We are all trailblazing in our own ways, and I'm so excited to take a listen to some of your work. Thanks for all that you do. Congratulations for all of the work that you've done. And I hope you're able to be inspired after today's event and keep doing what you're doing.
Best storytelling. With a story that captivates. Up next, we honor the mesmerizing art of spoken word storytelling. And the nominees are Wana Udobang, Nigeria, UK; Irene Esther Mutuzo, Uganda; Sola Speaks, Nigeria; Toby Abiodun, Nigeria; Telabong Boris Alemge, Cameroon. And the winner is Irene Esther Mutuzo, Uganda. With a story that captivates, Irene Esther Mutuzo takes the prize. Your words have the power to inspire, educate, and transform. Best TV promo. The excitement builds, the anticipation grows. It's time for the best TV promos. And the nominees are Chiedu Norbert Onabu, Nigeria; Edward Nyanaro, Kenya; Stephanie Nicholas, Nigeria; Agatha Ike Odeyemi, Nigeria. And the winner is Edward Nyanaro, Kenya. The promo that hooked us from the start. Edward Nyanaro wins. Your voice is the ultimate enticement.
Hey there, my name is Edward Nyanaro from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much, APVA Awards 2024, for nominating me in 2 categories. That is Best Performance in a Documentary and Best TV Promo. I am so excited for these nominations. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the rest of the nominees who have been nominated alongside myself as the best voiceover talent in Africa. Thank you very much for each and every other individual who's been voting for us. I deeply appreciate your love, for this has been over a decade of me doing voiceovers, and it's my time to shine. For the up-and-coming voiceover talents, keep practicing, and let's meet on the other side.
Relationships. Love, heartbreak, friendship, and everything in between. Our Relationship Award honors podcasts that navigate the human heart. And the nominees are OK Kiasi by Chico Yam Kavani, Kenya; Due Parenting by Ihwama and Ibrahim Suleiman, Nigeria; Three's a Crowd by Terence Mentor, South Africa; Mixed Feelings Over Mixed Drinks by Lily Bekele Piper and Julie Githiri Gogo, Kenya; Conversation with Kaleche by Kaleche Mumo, Kenya; The Break Time Podcast by Denver Bagaka, Kenya. And the winner is Conversation with Kaleche by Kalache Mumo, Kenya. Kudos to Kalache Mumo. Your podcast has offered guidance and support on life's journey, helping us all navigate love and relationships.
I am so elated to be up here as Kalache Mumo for Conversations with Kalache. The nomination for the Relationship Podcast was more than I could ever dream of. And the fact that we were in a category with so many different people from different parts of Africa, I've gotten to know so much. So I just want to thank you so much for voting for this podcast. I want to thank the team that I work with. You know, we have amazing people from Kingdom Designs. We have Spring Photography. I have the people who have been behind us at Summerbox, you know, our directors. There's so many people that I want to thank. I want to thank the fans, because without you, this would not have been possible. But most of all, without God, it would not be possible for us to walk away with this award. So thank you so much to AfriPods, to the APVA team behind there. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Music, harmony and rhythm unite. Our Music Award celebrates podcasts that bring us closer to the beat. And the nominees are Shotgun Story by Tori, South Africa; Afrobeats Weekly, Nigeria; Bulela Podcast by Inutu J. Mubanga, Zambia; The 80s Show by Paulo Diaz, South Africa; The Tribe UG Podcast, Uganda; Quite the Ordinary Podcast, South Africa. And the winner of the APVA Music Podcast category 2024 is Shotgun Story by Tori. Cheers to Shotgun Story. Your podcast has created a symphony of sound that resonates with us all.
Hi, I'm Shotgun Tori from the Shotgun Story podcast, and I wanted to say thank you so much to the APVA for this award. It really highlights the voices of South African independent musicians, and I think I can say from all of us that we're grateful. It's an honor.
Hi everybody, my name is Alexander Gomba from Zuzu eHub, an entrepreneurship, innovation and technology hub based in Malawi. Zuzu eHub is also one of the organizations that is hosting this year's Watch Party in Malawi. And to the nominees, this is a recognition of your passion, hard work and commitment and contribution to the podcasting world. Don't underestimate how your work is influencing the global podcasting world, including in Malawi, where young people are also trying to find their voice, share their stories, and change the narrative of their local communities. Your dedication to telling African stories is truly inspiring. To the winners, your excellence has set you apart, and this is a reflection of your outstanding storytelling abilities. Keep flourishing and keep creating content that resonates and inspires. From us to you, is congratulations. Thank you.
The APVA Awards 2024 is proudly sponsored by AfriPods, Africa's #1 podcast hosting and monetizing platform.
The next category is Society and Culture. Exploring the complexities of our world and inspiring change, the Society and Culture Award nominees are Stay by Plan Podcast by Afi and Zoo, Ghana; The Young God Podcast by Rodney Omokachie, Nigeria; Eusebius on Times Live by Eusebius Makaiza, South Africa; Alternative Convos by Charles Kojo Van Dyke, Ghana; Africana Woman by Chulu Chansa, Zambia; The Sound of Accra Podcast by Adrian Daniels, Ghana. And the winner is Alternative Convos by Charles Kojo Van Dyke, Ghana. Congratulations to Charles Kojo Van Dyke on sparking important conversations. Your podcast enriches our understanding of Africa and the world at large. Congratulations to Charles Kojo Van Dyke on sparking important conversations. Your podcast enriches our understanding of Africa and the world at large.
Hi everyone, my name is Charles Kojo Van Dyke. I'm the host of Alternative Convos, I've been nominated by the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists in 2 categories: Society and Culture, and Advocacy and Social Change. As you can see, I'm really excited about this. My first nomination. My podcast is over 1 year, and for me, this is an amazing milestone. I hope you all vote for me. Thank you.
Sports. Celebrating the podcasts that fuel our passion for sports. The Sports Award nominees are Sport Report by Nation FM, Kenya. After the Whistle podcast by Kale, Corey, Craig, Kawawa, Van Gelder, and Simli, Kenya. Working Title FC by Paulo Diaz, South Africa. The Hindsight Podcast, Nigeria. And the winner of the APVA Sports Podcast category 2024 is the Hindsight Podcast. Congratulations to the Hindsight Podcast for bringing the excitement of sports to our ears.
Hi everyone. On behalf of the Hindsight Podcast, I want to say a big thank you for first nomination and also for this award. We're really grateful. It shows that people really appreciate the good work we're doing, and we hope that we continue to put out good work and also to get better. I want to say a very big thank you to the organizers. Thank you for putting this together, and thank you for the nomination and also the award. We're very, very grateful. Thank you very much.
Best Radio Imaging, the sonic identity of a station, a symphony of sound. Our Best Radio Imaging Award honors the art of audio branding, and the nominees are Star Nyembezi, South Africa; Chiedu Norbert Onabu, Nigeria; Grace Ekundayo, Nigeria, UK; Miriam Abo El Foto, Egypt. And the winner of the APVA Best Radio Imaging 2024 is Star Nyembezi, South Africa. Your sound is the soundtrack to our favorite stations.
The next category is Best Corporate Explainer Performance. Explaining the complex in a simple way. That's the art of corporate voiceover. Our Best Corporate Explainer Performance Award honors clarity and engagement. And the nominees are Nice Ginpiji, Kenya; Betty Ehinome, Nigeria; Ewoma Oyegwa, Nigeria. And the winner is Ewoma Oyegwa, Nigeria. Transforming information into insight, Ewoma Oyegwa takes the prize. Your voice makes the complex simple.
Hello, my name is Ewoma, and I just won the Best Corporate Explainer Performance. Shout outs to APVA and making us get this opportunity to be recognized. And to all the other nominees, you're a winner as well. I want to say thank you to God, thank you to my family for, supporting me, and my friends too, and my colleagues in the industry and everywhere from around the world. You guys are totally awesome. And to those who are thinking of joining us in the voiceover world, just keep going, just keep moving, and you will surely get there. We're still good. We're still getting there. It's not like we're there yet. Yeah, the ministry is still moving. All right. Shout outs to you. Thank you. Bye.
Best Spoken Word Record. Moving on to our Best Spoken Word Record Award, which celebrates the art of audio storytelling. And the nominees are Oludolapo Adewale, Nigeria; Maritza Mama KLA, Uganda; Oriva, Nigeria. And the winner of the APVA Best Spoken Word Record 2024 is Oludolapo Adewale. Congratulations! Your voice has created a lasting impact on our hearts and minds.
Hello, Oludolapo Adewale right here. I want to say thank you so much to the organizers of this award, the APVA, for considering me as a nominee in the Spoken Word Record category. Indeed, it's a privilege, it's an honor. I do not take it for granted at all. I also want to say to the other nominees, You are amazing. Let's keep doing what we know how to do best. This is such a privilege. Thank you so much to everyone who has voted. Thank you for the support. It's so overwhelming. My church, my community, my voiceover community, everyone, you are all amazing. God bless you. Let's keep winning. And remember, this is just the starting. We are destined for greatness. Let's keep winning. Bye.
The next category is crime. Delving into the unknown and uncovering the truth. The Crime Podcast Award nominees are Law and Omen by Christine Miles, South Africa. Times Live Audio by the Times Live Audio team, South Africa. True Crime South Africa by Nicole Engelbrecht, South Africa. Petty Crime South Africa by Phil Delanga, South Africa. And the winner is True Crime South Africa by Nicole Engelbrecht, South Africa. Cheers to Nicole Engelbrecht for keeping us on the edge of our seats. Your podcast is a thrilling ride. Congratulations.
Hey APVA community, I'm Nicole Engelbrecht from True Crime South Africa, and I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that voted for the podcast, as well as the APVA judges who saw fit to make True Crime South Africa the Crime Podcast of the Year. I've been really pleased to see all the growth that's happened in the African podcasting community over the last few years, and I honestly can't wait to see what's in store for all of us. Well done to all the other winners and the nominees, and I'll see you next year.
Hi everyone, I'm Frans Retief, COO and a founding member of Iono.fm, and we are proud and delighted to be a strategic sponsor of this year's African Podcasters and Voice Artists Awards. On behalf of Iono.fm, I would like to thank everyone who has nominated a podcast or a voice artist for consideration for the 2024 awards. The African continent has an amazing heritage of stories and storytelling, and in supporting an event like this, we are all helping to protect and build it by showcasing African skill and talent, by amplifying authentic African narratives both locally and globally, and by opening doors to new opportunities through the growth, recognition, and reward of excellence. We are truly inspired by the amazing creativity and skill we see every day, and count ourselves extremely fortunate to be able to host a number of these podcasts on Iono.fm and to be able to share them with the world. We would like to congratulate all the nominees and wish them success in their respective categories. We invite podcasters and listeners alike to be part of this exciting journey and wish everyone lots of success in their podcast endeavors.
Honoring creativity, resilience, and leadership, you're watching the African Podcast and Voice Awards.
Spotlight of the Year, Spoken Word category. A voice that touches the soul, a word that heals the heart. Our Legacy Award winner for the Spotlight of the Year, Spoken Word category, goes to Darasimi Gomba Oyo. Congratulations to you. Darasimi Gomba Oyo is a multifaceted visionary leader renowned for her impactful work as a minstrel, writer, playwright, and movie producer. A sought-after international speaker and passionate advocate, she empowers individuals towards personal and spiritual growth through her transformative words and artistic expressions.
Hello everyone, my name is Oluwadarasimi Gloria Gomba Oyo, and I would like to appreciate the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists. Thank you so much for this recognition. Thank you for this honor. I really appreciate the Legacy Award. God bless you abundantly. And it is my prayer that this association will grow from glory to glory and from strength to strength. You'll be a force to be reckoned with, and you'll take the voice of this nation to places that it has only dreamed of getting, in the name of Jesus. God bless you once again. Have an amazing ceremony.
Finance, empowering us with knowledge to manage our finances wisely. The Finance Award nominees are The Marketing Pulse by Mukwemba Mangagu, Zambia. Money Web Now by Simon Brown, South Africa. Investment Terms by Chukwunonso Modi, Nigeria. Epokotweni by by Babalwa Nonkenge, South Africa. And the winner of the APVA Finance Podcast category 2024 is The Marketing Pulse by Mukwemba Mangangu. Kudos to the Marketing Pulse for providing expert financial insights and guidance. Your podcast is a valuable resource.
I actually can't believe that this is happening right now. It feels so surreal. And you know what? I would really like to say a huge thanks to all our followers, our listeners, our family. You know what? The team and I have been buzzing since we got our nomination. You know what? We told our friends, our family, our listeners, you know, people, everyone that came out to vote for us. Thank you so much. You mean so much to us, and you know, to also be acknowledged for all the hard work that we've put in means so much. So we would like to thank the APVA for, you know, according us this opportunity. And I hope people who would like to, you know, get into podcasting, you know, if you have something to say, please just get in front of the mic and say something. Thank you so much. We are so happy, so blessed, and humbled by this gesture.
Fiction. Immersive stories that transport us. Our Fiction Award honors podcasts that spark our imagination. And the nominees are African Story Magic with Zinan Fope by Zinan Fope, South Africa. Kenyan Stories by Daniel Duasho, Kenya. The Talking Phoenix by Austin Okeke, Nigeria. Come Nerdic Podcast by Charles Jr. Akano, Nigeria. Buki Shamus by Musimi Alake, Nigeria. And the winner is The Talking Phoenix by Austin Okeke. Congratulations to Austin Okeke. Your podcast has woven a tale that captivates and inspires, leaving a lasting impact on our minds.
Welcome to my world, mortals.
Hey guys, my name is Austin Okeke. I'm a voice and character artist and podcaster from Nigeria. I manage and produce the audio drama podcast, The Talking Phoenix, which is actually a nominee in the fiction category for the podcasts in the APVA Awards. And when I saw the nominations, I was like, yes, they see me. So it's like really amazing to know that all the hard work, sleepless nights, trying to get the story ideas out there is actually being recognized. So thank you very much, APVA, for this opportunity. I'm super excited. And I would say congratulations to everybody who was nominated as well in the fiction category, and in every other category. I pray the odds are in your favor. And if I do get to win this,
you'd be in my world. Till then, mortals.
Best Commercial Performance Radio. Now to the radio ads that grab us and never let us go. Our Best Commercial Performance Award honors audio ads that shine. And the nominees are Eric Wambugu, Kenya; Jerita Mwanke, Kenya; Deborah Oiza Yusuf, Nigeria. And the winner of the APVA Best Commercial Performance Radio 2024 is Jerita Mwanke. You have turned airwaves into gold.
Hi, my name is Jerita Mwake. I'm a professional voiceover artist specializing in creating distinct and memorable voices for brands. With years of experience in the voiceover industry, I've been able to hone my skills so as to cater to a wide variety of brand personalities with my voice. I specialize in English and Kiswahili, and I really want to resonate with the audience. I want to thank APVA Awards for nominating me for the Best Commercial Performance Radio, and I wish all the nominees the best. Congratulations to all of you. I want to thank APVA for the award, and I want to thank also everyone who voted for me. I want to thank every client who believed in me to be able to make this a success. I want to thank God. I thank God so much for giving me this gift, and every single friend, family, and my mentor. Thank you all so much. Asanteni sana.
Best Commercial Performance TV. TV commercials that make us laugh, cry, and buy Our Best Commercial Performance Award celebrates captivating ads. And the nominees are Oluwafemi Olugbade, Nigeria; Eric Maximus Ekweme, Nigeria; Ali Wangola, Kenya; Temba Robin, South Africa; Moses Mwakisha Mwaruma, Kenya. And the winner is Moses Mwakisha Mwaruma, Kenya. Kudos to Moses Mwakisha Mwaruma. You've got the magic formula for making us love your brand.
Great. Indeed, it's an amazing opportunity to be featured in the APVA Awards of 2024. And indeed, it's an honor to be able to be granted the Best Commercial Performer in the TV category 2024 on behalf of all the Nofis, voice actors, and all the experienced actors across the entire of Africa. Thank you very much for the votes. And indeed, let's propel our voices to the top because our world is greater with sound. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana.
Rising Talent of the Year, Spoken Word category. Next up, we celebrate the voice that shapes our culture, one performance at a time. Our Spoken Word Artist of the Year award honors the best of the best. And the nominees are Victor Ike, Nigeria; The Miracle, Nigeria; Debbie Johnson, Nigeria; African Mineral, Zambia. And the winner is Victor Ike, Nigeria. A true master of the craft, Victor Ike takes the prize. Your contributions to spoken word have left an indelible mark on our world.
Hi everyone. I'm still welling up with so much gratitude, and the fact that I clinched this award, thank you so much, APVA. See all that you're doing for us creatives, and we value this so much. To the entire team, to the management, and of course to the very noble nominees who I happen to share same platforms with. I mean, I'm very excited. You all are the true insignia of strength and creativity. Thank you so much, APVA, for being such an institution that recognizes creatives. I value this so much. I value this award so much, and I promise you I will not stop being an inspiration. Thank you so much, APVA. I value this. Thank you.
The next category is comedy. Laughter is the best medicine, and this podcast are the best prescription. The Comedy Podcast Award nominees are Convos and Cocktails by Leseko Tlabi, South Africa; What a Joke by Adebayo Oduwole, Nigeria; The Break Time Podcast by Denver Bagaka, Kenya; Mefro Podcast by Gerda De Souza and Diane Broderick, South Africa; The Spectrum Podcast by Danana, Nigeria; Talk with Rams by Rams Mabote, South Africa. And the winner is Mefro Podcast by Gerda De Souza and Diane Broderick. Cheers to Gerda De Souza and Diane Broderick for tickling our funny bones. Your humor and wit are contagious.
Mevrou, het jy gehoor? Ek het gehoor, and we still can't believe it. A nom is as good as a win, isn't it?
Exactly. And that from APVA. Thank you, APVA, for recognizing, for nominating, and for now awarding us to be the funniest on the whole of the continent.
The whole of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've never thought that would be possible. We're just working mothers, working with husbands, children, problems, many problems, no solutions.
This is what happens when you vent in an honest way.
Thank you so much for the recognition, and thank you so much for voting for South Africa. Mevrouw!
We salute our wonderful strategic sponsor, Iono FM. The APVA Awards 2024 is proudly sponsored by AfriPods, Africa's #1 podcast hosting and monetizing platform. We salute our wonderful strategic sponsor, Iono FM.
Hello, everyone, and this is an interview with one of the judges, Heneka Watkins Porter. So, Heneka is an entrepreneur. She's a corporate podcast host, a producer, a coach, a 7 times author, an international speaker, and host of the Entrepreneurial You podcast and TV show. She has interviewed the likes of Lisa Nicholas, Les Brown, Richard Branson, Jolie Damas, and more. Actually, quite a lot more other influencers. And we would also like you to connect with her, check out her podcast and all the other services that she provides. So today, she will be answering questions regarding the award ceremony and what is taking place. I will hand over to you, Heneka, to just share a few words before we get straight into the questions.
Oh, thank you so much, Gina, for having me. I mean, I first want to say big up to the APVA team for the hard work that you have done for inviting me to be a judge on this year's program. It's an honor. I mean, straight out of the motherland, as we say, I'm straight out of Jamaica. So doing this, for the motherland, representing the motherland, and what you guys are doing with podcasting there is just phenomenal, so I am grateful, super grateful. Thank you, and congrats to all of you.
Awesome. So I have about 3 questions for you, Heneka. The first segment is about the relevance of the APVA Awards. Then the second is your experience as a judge. And the last one is industry insights. So the first question is, we would love to hear your perspective on why awards like APVA are essential in our industry. And how do these accolades inspire individuals and organizations to support their limits and to strive for excellence?
Oh my gosh, what a question. Happy to answer. So absolutely, the APVA Awards is necessary because what it does is help to celebrate those outstanding achievements of persons operating within the Africa and the African diaspora, those who have set the high standards. I mean, when I went through that program, that judging, I realized how high the bar has been set. So it not only honors individuals and the organizational accomplishments, whether it is an indie podcaster or those that were representing a company, but it also highlights the evolving benchmark, I like to say, of excellence that is happening within the industry. And I like to say, well, we hear all the time that Africa is rising, but when I was going through the judging, for me, I concluded that Africa isn't rising, Africa has risen, right? And so it is so important. I mean, one of the things it does, I know these entrants, they were motivated throughout the process because somebody took the time to nominate them for their efforts. They can push the boundaries, sets on a clear path for others to follow. So it is obviously helping others in inspiring and motivating them. And also it is encouraging healthy competition within the industry, and that will allow growth, because we don't want, if we're not growing, they say we're dying. And we don't want to be stagnant. We want to grow. We are always evolving, always growing. So it sets really clear examples for others and encourage them to strive for higher levels of creativity. In addition to the visibility and the credibility that the awards, I think this is the second year of the awards, or the third year, I think. I don't remember what year it is, but whatever year it is, I know that we're building and you're building on the work that you've done. So it is absolutely relevant, and you are setting the standards for others. Like even in the region, I'm from Jamaica, and I am the Jamaican podcast queen, I hasten to say. When I started podcasting a couple of years ago, a lot of people were asking pod what, and it's not to say that I was the only one podcasting in Jamaica, but at the time there was not much happening with podcasting, and those who were podcasting were not really about teaching. They were focusing on their areas of expertise. And so I began to go on this drive to teach, to train persons, to go on radio, TV, media, and talk all about podcasting. So you're setting the standards for even me to emulate and to bring home to the Caribbean region. So again, congratulations.
Spotlight of the Year, Voiceover category. It's our pleasure to honor a voice that has elevated the art of voiceover in Africa. With sophistication, nuance, and passion, his talent has left an indelible mark. Our Legacy Award for the Spotlight of the Year, Voiceover category, goes to King E. Emmanuel Macaulay Afemihe, Nigeria. King E is the convener of the biggest voiceover conference in Africa, the Voiceover Conference, and is the founder of the Voiceover Workshop and Media. As a seasoned voiceover artist, producer, and trainer with over 13 years of experience, King E has made a mark in the African voiceover industry.
Hello, I am King E. Afemihe, founder of Voiceover Workshop and Media and the convener of the Voiceover Conference. I want to take this time to say a very big thank you to APVA for this incredible honor of the Legacy Award. It's really humbling to be recognized among such talented podcasters and voiceover artists across Africa. This journey hasn't been mine alone. It has been shaped by collaborators, mentors, clients, volunteers, and everyone who has trusted me to start and also bring their stories to life and also help and support my many ideas, including the Voiceover Conference. Voiceover to me is not just a career path, it is a calling. It is about amplifying African stories, sharing our heritage, and also creating a legacy for the next generation. To every voiceover artist and podcasters watching this, never stop honing your craft, never stop trying. Never stop growing, and keep finding every means possible to be more, and trust that your voice matters. I dedicate this award to my family, to everyone who helped me start voiceover, and everyone who supports me on a daily basis. My wife especially, and of course our beautiful daughters. And to every member of the team within the Voiceover Workshop and Media, both volunteers and staff, I just want to say thank you so much. This award is dedicated to every one of you. And to APVA, once again, I want to say a very big thank you for the work that you're doing. It is endearing, and I must commend the efforts that you're putting to grow our dynamic industry. Remember, talk is cheap, but your voice can be expensive. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Lifestyle and entertainment. Celebrating the podcasts that made life more enjoyable. The Lifestyle and Entertainment Award nominees are Bioscope Brass by Jody and Ross, South Africa. In My Voice Podcast by Abbas Bwanaheri, Uganda. The Carol Ofori Podcast by Carol Ofori, South Africa. African Couch Potato by Gino Shalile, South Africa. The Spectrum Podcast by Danana, Nigeria. My Buka Adventure by Modi Chukwunonso Esther, Nigeria. And the winner of the APVA Lifestyle and Entertainment Podcast category 2024 is African Couch Potato by Gino Shilile. Kudos to African Couch Potato for bringing joy and excitement to our lives. Your podcast is the perfect companion for any occasion.
This is Gino Shedino from African Couch Potato, the mashup. This honor means absolutely everything to us in a space where there are a lot of creatives, a lot of great storytellers, a lot of companies that are even bigger than us doing it. To know that we have been recognized on an international platform is just too amazing, and it's something that we do not take lightly. Thank you, and thank you.
Rising Talent of the Year. Shining a spotlight on the future stars of podcasting. The Rising Talent of the Year nominees are The Sangin Podcast by Rugaba John Paul, Uganda. Teens Talk with Nifemi by Awobajo Oluwanifemi Ayomide, Nigeria. Mixed Feelings Over Mixed Drinks by Lily Bekele Piper and Julie Githri Goku, Kenya. The Black Flame Podcast by Gaze Baba, Nigeria. Safari Conversations, the podcast by Singita, South Africa. Mama Tales Podcast by Sally Kuria from Kenya. And the winner is Teens Talk with Nifemi by Awobajo Oluwanifemi Ayomide. Congratulations to Awobajo Oluwanifemi Ayomide on this impressive achievement. Your talent and dedication are inspiring a new generation of podcasters.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Oluwanifemi, the host of Teen Talk Nifemi podcast, and I'm sure you'll be wondering why I'm excited. I'm really happy, and that's because Teen Talk Nifemi podcast was nominated by APVA under 2 categories. We have the spirituality podcast category and also the rising talent of the year category. This is such a big win for Teen Talk Nifemi podcast. I want to say a very big thank you to APVA for nominating me, and I want to say a big thank you in advance when we are going to win this, because by God's grace we are going to bring this home. So thank you to my listeners, thank you to my parents, my family, every single person that has supported me thus far. Let's bring this home. A short advice to any aspiring podcaster and other nominees: just keep being you and do what makes you happy.
We're excited to be part of APVA Awards 2024. It's been an incredible journey so far. For all those who were nominated, we say congratulations for making it through the nominations. Right now, I think the judges are looking at your beautiful submissions in the different categories. To all those who would emerge winners, we want to say a big congratulations before time, and with you deserve it. And Africa loves you, and you think that you could be exceptional voices to represent Africa in whatever place you find yourself. As we look forward to the awards come September of this 2024, just keep building your craft and making beautiful poetry, beautiful voice renditions for different projects and what have you. You know, it's a thing of beauty. Shout out to APVA and all of you all who are part of this beautiful event. Bye-bye.
Diaspora Podcast of the Year. It's time to honor the voices that connect us across borders. And the nominees are Afros in the Diaspora, Sarahua Day, Australia. The Mo Sibyl Podcast by Mo Sibyl, United States. Sambasa Podcast by Stephen Barty, South Africa, USA. The Sangian Podcast by Rugaba John Paul, Uganda, China. Concrete Pastures Podcast by Nancy Mulemwa CC, United States, Zambia. And the winner of Diaspora Podcast of the Year is the Mo Sibyl Podcast by Mo Sibyl. Cheers to the Mo Sibyl Podcast for amplifying the diasporan experience. Your podcast bridges cultures and communities.
I'm both thrilled and humbled. A heartfelt thank you to APVA for this recognition and for celebrating African audio excellence. Your support means everything to us. To our amazing listeners and supporters, thank you for believing in the Mo Sibyl podcast. Your encouragement and feedback drives to our success, and these awards are a testament to the incredible community we built together. Special thanks to our wonderful guests and whose stories have really inspired us and have enriched, our podcast. And to my dedicated team, my VA, especially Bimbola, for your hard work and creativity. To my fellow nominees, congratulations on your inspiring work. It's an honor to stand alongside such talented individuals. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, keeping the spirit of African audio excellence alive. Thank you everyone for being a part of this journey.
Podcast Art of the Year, celebrating the creative genius behind the mic. The Podcast Art of the Year Award nominees are Safari Conversations, the Singita Podcast by Singita, South Africa. Made in Africa by Kemeshi Samuel, Nigeria. In My Voice podcast by Abbas Bwanaheri, Uganda. The Educated Africana by Tebogo Kangote III, Zambia. Dangerously Honest by Suzanne Kitani, Kenya. Unspoken Podcast by Awino Awiti, Kenya. And the winner is Unspoken Podcast by Awino Awiti. Bravo to Unspoken Podcast. Your unique style and vision have pushed the boundaries of audio artistry, inspiring a new wave of creativity.
Jambo, my name is Awino Awiti. I'm a podcaster from Kisumu, Kenya. I host a podcast called Unspoken Podcast, which is a podcast on personal and self-development. I would like to take this opportunity to thank APVA for nominating me in the Podcast Art of the Year category. I'd also like to shout out AfriPods and all the sponsors for this event for supporting and appreciating the African audio industry. I would also like to thank my Unspoken community, the speakers, for always supporting me and for voting for me. I would also like to appreciate and congratulate all the nominees in this category to keep creating and keep showing up, because one day you're gonna look back and think it was all worth it. Thank you for voting for me.
Voiceover Service Provider of the Year. Behind every great voice, there is an amazing team. Let's shine the spotlight on the service providers that make it all happen. And the nominees are Daza Voiceover, Nigeria. Voiceover Workshop and Media, Nigeria. Voiceover Academy, Nigeria. Intertalent, South Africa. Vibe Communications, Zambia. And the winner of the APVA Voiceover Service Provider of the Year 2024 is Daza Voiceover. Your expertise and passion are the backbone of our industry.
This is really amazing. I'm not going to talk too long, but I just want to say a very big thank you on behalf of Daza Voiceover to APVA. Thank you all so much for considering us for this award. We say thank you and God bless you. To every other service provider in this category, we say congratulations to you as well, because you are also winners. I mean, you guys are giants for the fact that we've won this award. We say thank you all so much, and we do not take this lightly. Thank you all so much. To everybody who voted, we say thank you as well, because you made this happen. Have a great day, guys, and thank you once again.
New voices, fresh talent. Rising Talent Award honors emerging stars in voiceover. And the nominees are Terry Andwana, Kenya. Grace Ekundayo, Nigeria, UK. Akinremi Finyifoluwa, Nigeria. And the winner is Akinremi Finyifoluwa, Nigeria. A bright future ahead. Congratulations to Akinremi Finyifoluwa for shining bright with potential and promise. Are you passionate about African storytelling, podcasting, or voice artistry? Well, now is the time to be a part of a vibrant community dedicated to elevating African voices like yours. As a proud member of the APVA community, you receive a personalized certificate of membership, an exclusive community APVA badge, and a membership card symbolizing your commitment to African creativity. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member today. Click on the link on screen or in our bio.
Hello, APVA family. My name is Bidemi Adedire, and I have the privilege of being the founder of APVA, the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists. What began as a dream to amplify the African voice have grown into a powerful movement, uniting storytellers, creatives, and change makers from across the continent. It is such an honor to be part of this journey with all of you. Speaking of journeys, What an incredible journey it has been. We have had the honor of celebrating some of the most remarkable voices from across the continent. And this year's APVA Awards has truly been a blessing. To all the winners and nominees, congratulations. To all of our friends and partners, we say thank you. Your dedication, your hard work, your support, your brilliance, they have inspired us, but they have also elevated the entire African podcast and voice community. Each of you, each of us represents the future of African audio, and we couldn't be prouder to stand alongside you on this journey. Now, on to an important announcement. Today, I come to you with a message from the heart, one that reflects both with pride and the responsibility that comes with being part of a movement like APVA. From the very beginning, the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists was born out of a dream to elevate the African voice, to create a space where our stories, our struggles, our triumphs could be heard by the world. And with your support, we have accomplished so much together. However, as we continue to grow, it has become clear that to truly serve the incredible talent across Africa, we need to evolve. And after much reflection, we have made the bold decision to transition the APVA Awards into a biannual or even a once in a 4-year event. So this is still in the works. This leap of faith is not just about the fact that we are adjusting timelines. We are actually trying to build a foundation that will allow the awards to become something even bigger and better. A full in-person event that will travel across hosting countries, showcasing the brilliance of African audio creatives beyond the screen and into the hearts of the people we care about. Now, this decision comes with its challenges. It comes with staffing issues, funding issues, as you know, and the logistics of organizing something on this scale. But it also opens up a world of possibilities for the APVA family. This transition allows us to focus on deepening our other expressions. So some of you might not know this, but there is APVA, the association, the community, the Association of African Podcasters and Voice Artists. We have APVA, the African Podcast and Voice Academy, where we turn skills into viable businesses. We have the African Voices Script Repository, a treasure trove for audio creatives to hone their craft. We have a Tukufu celebrating our cultural heritage through voice during Africa Day every year. We have APVA Sounds that is bringing curated African audio to the world through a 247 podcast radio, and APVA Match connecting creatives across the continent. All of these expressions need time. So while the awards are a significant part of who we are, APVA is so much more than that. We are a community, a platform, and a home for African voices in every form. So we want to ensure that every expression, every pillar of APVA gets the attention and resources it deserves. But we cannot do this alone. As we take the step, we are inviting you, our community, our partners, our supporters, to stand with us. We need you to help us share our message. We need you to collaborate with us on new projects. We need you to offer financial or technical support. We need your help to make our vision, your vision, a reality. Together, we can create a future where African audio creatives have the tools, recognition, and opportunities they need to succeed. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and we look forward to what we can achieve together. Bye, everybody.
Best Audiobook Performance. We're now delighted to present the Best Audiobook Performance Award. This category celebrates the talented individuals who bring stories to life with their voice, tone, and emotion. And the nominees are Stars of the Morning, South Africa; Wildlife and Warfare, South Africa; Halley's Comet, South Africa. And the winner of the APVA Best Audiobook Performance is Halley's Comet. Congratulations! Spoken Word Artist of the Year. Get ready, because we're about to honor the lyricist, the poet, the wordsmith who stir our souls, the Spoken Word Artist of the Year. And the nominees are Maritza Mama, KLA, Uganda; Teleabong Boris Alemge, Cameroon; IB Quake, Nigeria; David Odiase, Nigeria; Irene Esther Mutuzo, Uganda. The winner of the APVA Spoken Word Artist of the Year 2024 is Maritza Mama KLA. Your words are the anthems of our time.
Hello, my name is Fefe, and on behalf of Naija Pod Hub, I would like to congratulate every single person who has been nominated for an APVA award, and even those who will be voting for the nominees. Thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for doing your best for the podcasting industry. Thank you for believing in yourself. And I would want you to be proud whether or not you win the category, because you being nominated at all shows that your work is making waves, you're doing impactful work, you're collaborating, and you're open to some criticism as well, because it's not easy to put yourself out there. And thank you to APVA for putting this award together. A lot of podcasters feel encouraged by the APVA award. And so keep doing what you do, APVA. And to the nominees again, congratulations in advance. And everyone is a winner in my books, to be honest. Keep doing what you do, keep telling your story, and keep moving the industry forward.
Voiceover Artist of the Year. The creme de la creme of voiceover talent. The best of the best are about to be revealed. The Voiceover Artist of the Year Award celebrates exceptional talent. And the nominees are Themba Robin, South Africa; Shahenda Ahmed Ali, Egypt; Eric Maximus Ekweme, Nigeria; Oluwafemi Olubade, Nigeria; Terry Andwana, Kenya. And the winner of the APVA Voiceover Artist of the Year 2024 is Shahenda Ahmed Ali. Congratulations, Shahenda. You have raised the bar with incredible range and skill.
It's an honor to be nominated by APVA to be the Voice Artist of the Year. If I could go back and tell my 15-year-old self that we will be nominated to be the best voice artists in Africa by 2024, she wouldn't have believed it. Finding my path since 2005 as a freelancer, it was like diving into the unknown. But with every project and with every sentence and every phrase I delivered, this path became clearer. And now, here I am standing among the most talented voices on the continent. This nomination is more than a recognition of my work. It's a validation of 18 years of hard work.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The true kings of the game are here. The Podcast of the Year Award. And the nominees are Mothers by Grace Podcast by Washo, Charlene and Kadzo, Kenya; The Santon Times Hour by Alexander Leibner, South Africa; The Young God Podcast by Rodney Omokachi, Nigeria; The Sound of Accra Podcast by Adrian Daniels, Ghana; The Expansive Podcast, South Africa; 234 Essential by AOT2 and Ugochi, Nigeria. And the winner is The Expansive Podcast. Congratulations on this well-deserved win. Your podcast has captivated audiences and set a new standard for excellence.
You see this, Eric? This is the face of somebody who's just won.
the APVA Podcast of the Year Award. This face, see this face?
Love it.
I've even
love
become
it.
more handsome.
What a beautiful face.
Hi there, my name is John Sane. I'm one half of the Expansive Podcast, always joined by my co-host Eric Kruger. We are exceptionally happy that we've won this award. Last year we won Best in the Entrepreneurship category, and this year as overall podcast makes us so happy. All the hard work, all the effort that goes into it. It's just fantastic to have this result. So thank you to everybody out there that has made this happen. Thank you to APVA for making it happen. Thank you for everybody that voted, and to all our listeners. Lots of love. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next show.
Ciao.
Ditto.
As we bring this unforgettable night to a close, we want to extend our deepest thanks to everyone who has made the APVA Awards 2024 possible. Our partners, friends, hosts, speakers, the creators, the judges, the supporters, and you, our incredible audience. Tonight, we've celebrated the voices that are redefining African storytelling, but this is just the beginning. The movement continues. The stories don't stop here. Join us as we continue to amplify African voices, build a stronger community, and inspire the world with the power of our stories. Together, we can take African audio creativity to even greater heights. Thank you for being a part of the APVA Awards 2024. We look forward to hearing more of your voices, your stories, and your creativity. The future is bright and the journey continues. Let's keep the conversation going. Be part of the movement. Until next time.